You got me?
Yeah, I do.
I'm getting out of this neighborhood. It's real choppy, but.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Wrestling Junkies podcast. I'm Mr. Cincinnati. As always, I am welcomed by the podcast dad who is living the gimmick today. Choops, how are you, bud?
I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm here. I'm here. Yes, living the gimmick. Can't turn the camera on, but hey, we're here.
That's what I like to hear. I hear you loud and clear just fine. We got Monday Night Raw coming up here in a couple of minutes, the new 7 o'clock start time. I like the earlier start, but because it gives us something to do, and we're going to watch along for the first half hour of it. But there is a lot to talk about. Busy weekend in wrestling. And before we get into everything, as always, you can find us on X and TikTok at Junkies Pod. You can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram at Wrestling Junkies Pod, but most importantly, subscribe to that YouTube channel. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and we need your help to get there. Podcast Dad, tell our friends out there what they should do.
You should go out and tell one person if you like what we're doing here. Please tell one person. What do you say? Your barista, your deli guy, your stinky link. Tell them all.
Yeah, sneaky links, backshot buddies, dispensary persons, bartenders, therapists, you name it. If they like wrestling, please tell them all about the Wrestling Junkies podcast. Also, shout out to our friends at the Main Event Wrestling Network at mainevent_net on all social media platforms. We have reached our goal of 200 subscribers on YouTube, so thank you to everybody that has done their part to subscribe. But much like the Wrestling Junkies, just tell one person. We have great live blogs, podcasts, great fan content all around, and we need your help to grow this community because we love what it is that we do. Fernando, good to see you in the chat tonight, my friend. I do not want to talk about the Bengals today. That was pretty damn bad to witness. So I'm a little sad today, but nevertheless, it's a brand new week. It's a new day. Raw is on. Mr. OTM is in the chat. It's good to see you, buddy, as well. Podcast dad, we got 2 minutes before Raw comes on. We got to talk about WrestlePalooza, bud, because the overall reaction was less than enthused. So give me a quick take of your thoughts on that show first.
The opening match was terrible. The John Cena run has been terrible. I hate everything about it so far. Other than that, I thought the card wasn't awful. I don't know if that's what they wanted for their, first big time show on ESPN. But this is kind of where we are. So it's we're living in a world where, and I don't know if you saw it in the group chat where I put, man, I think Brock Lesnar is going to beat Cody Rhodes for that championship. Am I wrong? Please tell me I'm wrong.
God, I don't know. I really don't even want to think about that yet. I also avoided the group chat like the plague because I did not get to watch either show live on Saturday, and I managed to get through the entire day and not have any spoilers, so I did kind of just ignore the group chat there for a second. Fact checker said that it was a mid-show, but shout out to EO and Stephanie. Mr. OTM had fun at the show, but not a great show, average and underwhelming, and I am inclined to agree. I think it feels especially egregious because they ended their deal with Peacock 7 or 8 months early in order to make this happen with ESPN right now. For everything that they did to try to hype this show, or at least hype the fact that this partnership was happening, the build to the show could have been much better. Flopapalooza, Fernanda, I won't say it was necessarily a flop. It was
an average show. It was average.
Yeah, it was a very average show. I mean, you have a problem when ESPN's own combat sports writer gives the show a C, and I think that if that doesn't wake people up, I don't know what will.
It won't. Because I guarantee they made money, didn't they?
Yeah.
So
that they did.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think, unfortunately, the Cody Rhodes title run is again getting long in the tooth.
Yep.
You can only watch the super babyface do it for as long. I think we like Cody chasing a little bit better than we thought we did. He got the big win, and it was great. And then he beat Cena, and it's, I don't want to say it's cookie cutter, but we're kind of looking at a pretty. I think that's what it is, a cookie cutter babyface championship run, and kind of stinks. But hopefully they freshen up a little bit. I think people are tired of seeing Drew McIntyre get into the main event just to lose. So
I'm one of those people, and I think what gags me the most is I'm seeing that there are reports of a couple of things as far as WrestlePalooza itself that originally Cena was supposed to go over, which obviously didn't happen, and that both Cody and Drew pitched having Randy accidentally cost Cody the title to put Cody back into chase mode and kickstart that heel turn that we kind of need for Randy, because it just kind of feels like things have been in purgatory for him over the last year plus that he's been back. That would have been a lot more interesting to see. It's just, if you're going to make this a show that you want everybody to see, you're all over SportsCenter, you're all over First Take, you're doing all of the press all over ESPN, you're filming promos to instruct people how the fuck to sign up for this fucking app in the first place, because it's so damn confusing. So like the rollout just was not what they expected. Yes, they're going to make money, but eventually you're going to piss your fan base off, and I don't know when they're going to wake up and figure it out. But this was, I think giving the show a B- is generous for sure on my end, and a lot of that is because of Stephanie and Io.
That was a C show if I've ever seen one. And that was like, and say what it is. The last show that we went to in Indy, or I guess that was the Rumble, but the show before that, Fastlane, it's kind of the same thing. It's kind of a C. It's a B, tier show. It is what it is. It wasn't great. It wasn't awful, but it was just kind of there. They felt like they needed to do that to counter AEW, which I don't think worked, because AEW show was a hell of a lot better. But
yes, it was.
And AEW took advantage of it by going on earlier and probably getting more fans to watch. So look, this is their strategy at the moment. I guess it's fine. They signed a huge deal with ESPN, so they're making money. They don't. At this point, I don't think they really care what the fan reaction is going to be either way.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because just like it could have been, that could have been any Raw, any SmackDown, honestly. As far as what we saw on PLE there, but it's just, you would think because of all of the pomp and circumstance that this deal had, that there would be a lot more, oomph to it, a little bit more pageantry, a little bit more surprises, not just rolling out celebrities to have them in the front fucking row.
Well, it felt rushed. I mean, let's be honest, it just felt rushed. Like, oh shit, we got to counteract AEW, what AEW's doing, so let's rush into this pay-per-view for no apparent reason. And it didn't just, and they spoiled it. They spoiled the main event before it even happened. I don't know if you caught on to that, but saying
no, I didn't.
Well, saying that the Saudi title will be defended, at Crown Jewel, it's like, okay, well, shit, Cody's gonna win, like, because you want to do Cody versus Seth, you don't want to do Cody versus Drew, or Drew versus Seth, and not have Cody be the champion. Like, it kind of spoiled it before they even got it. So, look, here's what it is. We're still gonna watch, but man, like, WWE is. I feel like we're going back down a lull, and AJ Lee, as fine as that match was, it was a little long. It was a little long, but that brought the views in, and they gave us a return we wanted for a very long time. But putting lipstick, in lack of a better term, putting lipstick on a pig, it is what it is. Like, the opening match was just awful. Like, what was the point?
Yeah, because
got 5 more days.
Remember, I asked you last week whether you think that there was a possibility we would even see anything remotely close to 2014 again. It was an unequivocal no for you, and that's exactly what we got. And it was just so it was just very disappointing.
What's the end game with that?
I don't know. Actually, I do want to.
Oh, go ahead.
So I only asked this because Fact Checker and I had this conversation last night over dinner. War Games is coming up, and what's that?
What was for dinner?
MJB made some bolognese sauce and had some pasta, some salad, and just a homemade focaccia as well. So it was Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I guess my invite got lost
Italian
in the mail.
night, some wine.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, but as far as war games, we talked about what teams could potentially look like. It seems like the Vision taking on some combination of the Usos, Roman, and potentially Cody Rhodes. But then we also thought about the fact that on SmackDown there was an encounter between Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman, in which they said we should talk. So it would not surprise me if Seth Rollins, who has a history of recruiting those who have taken him out before or who he has vanquished before, if he, the Beast Slayer, enlists the Beast to help him in War Games as an excuse to get Cena into War Games. Did I lose you there?
You got me?
I got you now. Did you hear? Did you hear what I said?
Yeah. I guess I don't know, man. I like the idea of War Games being an annual thing at Survivor Series, but I don't like the idea of War Games being forced on us every year. And there doesn't seem to be a big heated feud for War Games like there has been in the past. Like we have the Bloodline, we have the Undisputed Era, those. All right, we got these big groups. Who's going to team up? Like the Band of Heroes is going to team up and try to take out the evil group, and can they get it? And there's always stories, right?
Yeah.
What's the story? Like you got the Vision
question.
who okay, do they feel like that big of a group? Like at this moment in time, like Seth, I don't know. Seth's doing his thing with Becky now, and
the Browns are basically a tag team in and of themselves. And Maria, I wouldn't necessarily say Brock joining the Vision as a full-time member, but it wouldn't surprise me if he was brought in as a mercenary, much like Drew McIntyre was for Judgment Day a couple of years ago.
Or Bronson Reed for the Bloodline 2.0 or whatever the hell it was last year.
Yes. And Podcast Dad, Cody is opening the show. We're still in the entrance right now, but they've already shown the graphic for Crown Jewel in Perth, the Crown Jewel Championship on the line, Cody versus Seth. So likely, as Fact Checker has pointed out in the chats, likely some sort of confrontation between Cody and Seth. And it's been a long time. They're both champions now, and kind of wondering where this story goes.
Well, they did a little bit something on that on the post show. They had a little stare down kind of thing.
They did. It's going to be interesting to see what the actual promo battle looks like now that we're fully, we know what the match is. We're on the road to it. Because at this point, looking at Seth Rollins, he sacrificed everything, including his championship, to get the title into Cody Rhodes' hands. And he feels that set him back. And it basically, he broke his body down for the benefit of the company, felt overlooked, underappreciated. And, now he's back on top. And I don't think he's going to let anybody isn't going to let anybody take anything else from him again. So, we'll see what we got.
We'll see what happens. I don't know, man. I'm seeing, I'm agreeing with Fernando. Like, what's the personal feud for the Vision? The Usos, LA Knight, I guess, and Cena. Like, okay, I don't know. That just doesn't feel like that is a. That's not what War Games is, right? War Games is we have been feuding for months. We can't stand each other. This needs to end, kind of thing. And that to me is not what any of there's not a feud there. Like, where does Punk fit in all this?
Yeah. Cody Rhodes conveniently wearing the inaugural Crown Jewel Championship ring tonight, and that's the beginning of his promo. He's got 9 other digits he would like to add rings to.
So is this gonna be AEW's thing? Like, what's that? The
Dynamite Diamond.
There it is. I don't know
just
why.
Fucking stupid anyway, because MJF has won every single one of them.
I don't know why I was thinking Battle Bowl. WCW.
Battle Bowl.
Wow.
Fact Checker says at this point we need some traditional Survivor Series matches to freshen things up. I would agree with that as well. We've gone so far away from that Thanksgiving tradition and that initial concept. The good 5-on-5, it would be great. And it doesn't even necessarily need to be brand warfare per se. Find 5 heels, 5 baby faces on SmackDown, and same on Raw. It shouldn't be that hard to do.
That the traditional Survivor Series match could be the Vision, and the baby faces. It doesn't need war games. It's not personal enough. I'm sorry. Like, you're going to ruin the aura of war games like they did with Hell in a Cell forever.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing is, if it's
every year,
if it's not the Vision, then who is it that gets war games?
Nobody. You don't have to do it.
I understand that, but it's already advertised. So that's, I mean, whether we like it or not, it's happening now. It's just how do these teams look?
I think you were right. I think it's some sort of combination of the Vision and Brock versus maybe Cena, Punk, and the Usos. I'm not sure.
And that's provided that. Well, I guess we still have a couple of months, but Jay, concussing himself certainly doesn't help matters.
No, it doesn't. But he should be fine by November?
Yeah,
I think he should be fine in November. I would hope.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. All right. And Seth is already Charlie Chapped asked because they lost on Saturday too. And podcast, I think it was, let me see in the chats here. Fernando saying that Becky had to carry AJ. I mean, I think carry's a bit of a strong word, but, again, she hasn't been in the ring in 10 years. So, yeah, Becky's definitely going to, kind of take the lead in that dance for sure. I don't know about you, Chris, but it felt like the beginning of that match it was a very slow start, and then it took him entirely too long to kind of get to where that momentum should have been. I think that there was a lot, the powdering out antics. I think all of that, I think they took that a tad too far in the opening moments of the match.
It was too long. But also, like, again, AJ hasn't wrestled in 10 years. Like, legit hasn't wrestled in 10 years. So, like, for big time stage, on the biggest stage you can get in WWE, she's a little rusty. It's been 10 years since she's wrestled, so it's not like Punk. Punk went to AEW.
Yeah,
it's different. She looked fine. It's going to take a second to get the ring rust. Like you said, the match was a little bit too long. There was a lot of antics. It was okay. It's not what I don't think it's all what we all wanted or expected, but it was fine for what it was.
Yeah, it is one of those ones that's like, okay, I'm glad that it didn't main event. Hindsight being 2020.
Well, shit. When you look back, I don't know what should have main evented that show because it's not like the main event was that much better.
Yeah,
I'm not
it's
sure.
just it felt like we know that this time of year PLEs are kind of considered to be B level as it is. But this one just kind of felt like they were playing in our faces because of all of the work they did to not only eke the deal with ESPN, but to start it 8 months earlier than it was supposed to. So you've already rushed the rollout. You've rushed the build to the show. Stephanie and Io match of the night, in my humble opinion, hands down, that was impacted by the fact that Stephanie wasn't on TV as much. I think that there was some illness stuff that she was dealing with, or at least that's what I heard through the grapevine.
Correct.
So like all those things sort of like all I won't say it was snake bit show by any chance. It was just left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, dude, they blew their load. That's what happened.
Speaking of which, hey, Mr. Ramsey, good to see you tonight. So
Jesus,
now we got what? Leave me alone. Seth Rollins has finally let the cheer subside, and his usual, I don't give a damn what you think, and they don't know what's good for them. Chanting CM Punk already, so there we are with that.
Cool.
What do you think that they need to do in order to better these because there is a lot of time between now and the Rumble, and they usually tend to get a little lazy this time of year, and I feel like that was on full display this past weekend.
It did. WrestlePalooza should have been the December show. That's what I think should have happened. Like, you didn't need this show. You didn't need it where it was. Like, you could have done it between Survivor Series and the Rumble, and I think you'd have been fine. But again, who says they don't put on another PLE between now? Their Survivor Series and the Rumble. Like, this one came out of nowhere, so who says they don't do another one like that?
Because WrestlePalooza was, or not WrestlePalooza, Clash of Paris was what, 3 weeks ago?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. That's a good point.
Yeah, I mean they can just pull stuff out of their ass whenever they want. So
and that's going to be the problem is if these sort of lackadaisical announcements lead to lackadaisical shows. And I mean, are they really saying? Well, I mean, it would have been nice if there had been a massive return, like if The Rock had shown up or something. But then it becomes all right. Well, what do you do with them? Like, I get it, I do. It just, man, for this partnership with the worldwide leader in sports, they really just kind of phoned it in. It's like a group project, and no one really carried as much weight as they could have.
No, and the problem with that is like, hey, if we do these random shows and then you keep having surprises, then that's all anybody ever expects now. Is you're going to get a surprise. Or who's going to be the surprise? And then when it doesn't happen, you're going to be disappointed. So,
I mean, to be fair, we did get a surprise. Stephanie McMahon's going into the Hall of Fame, the inventor of women's wrestling.
Oh, I wish I could turn my camera on right now.
I know.
You can see me rubbing my forehead.
You could tell that it was a genuine surprise to her. And I do like that. I like the surprise factor for things. And given the history that, I did abduct you and tried to marry you, like that kind of stuff. It's a fun little thing, but it's like, this is 7 months until WrestleMania. And that they're going to continue to play this up anytime that she is on TV between now and Mania. And it's just like, that's not the surprise that we were wanting as part of this show that was supposed to feel like this extravaganza. Honestly, it felt like if you had ordered WrestleMania off of Temu is what WrestlePalooza was. Down to the fucking name.
Yeah, I would have said, like SummerSlam. I think that's what they were trying to do. But I don't know, man. We're seeing capitalism at its best.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know. It was frustrating to see the output of something where they very clearly tried to. The goal was to market the ESPN app, the direct-to-consumer app. That was the entire goal of this entire thing. So the wrestling suffered, and that's fucked.
Yeah, and then you look at it. How many titles were defended on that show?
Two.
How many titles do they have?
Dozen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Julia has yet to defend her United States Championship on a PLE.
Yeah, that's correct. Judgment Day, we don't know what the fuck's going on with them. They still seem they're more about the infighting between Finn and Dirty Dom.
Yep. And then you got the Wyatt Six, who are going after the AAA. Like, there's just too much going on.
Even this promo right now between Seth and Cody, like, it just feels
forced,
kind of paint by numbers, because it's I know how much. Yeah, I respect you. Your wife was just on my podcast last week. Seth's wearing the watch that Cody got him from WrestleMania 40. Says he hasn't worn it since, or hasn't worn a single day since WrestleMania or whatever. And just now it's was this a gift or was it just a token gesture? Like, it's
boring.
This is going to be a frustrating build.
Well, of course it is, because it's a Saudi show. So of course it's going to be a frustrating.
No, this is Australia.
Ugh. Okay. Whatever. All right, whatever. I don't care. That's kind of where I'm at. I don't care. You want to talk about All Out real quick?
I do. I really enjoyed it, actually. I was a big fan of. Yeah, I was a big fan from tip to tail of the entire show.
So I saw something online too that said they have a great video package, when they're ready, with the crowd chanting to Kyle Fletcher, "You're not ready."
Yeah.
Oh, yep. when he wins it, super heel. I mean, super heel. Like that's gonna be gold, right?
Yes.
I thought it was pretty good. Mox and Darby did Mox and Darby stuff.
Yes, they did.
So
unsurprised whatsoever.
The Cage and Cope I thought had a great ending with Beth.
That was a pleasant surprise.
Makes it more personal, right? They're
Yes.
adding more personal stuff to this feud, and I love that. What else? Luchasaurus.
Shout out to Mark fucking Briscoe.
Yes. Yeah. That match was insane too.
Yeah.
Shout out to MJF. I mean, he was in Mexico the night before, and then got all the way to Toronto? Like that.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude. Good for him.
I think Mascara Dorada did the same thing. He was also CMLL that the night before. So yeah, it just was unreal. Fernando thinks that Hangman versus Fletcher is a match of the year contender. We're going to be starting to roll out our year-end awards here in the near future. Be on the lookout for details on socials, because it is going to be a fan-driven poll on that. So Fernando, keep your eyes peeled. And he also wants to see. Go ahead, sorry, bud.
I was gonna say, spoiler: Ospreay might have a couple of those.
Yeah. Fernando says he also wants to see Beth versus Megan Bayne, which I'm all for.
That's fine. Speaking of all that, and I don't want to throw that to the side, Tony Storm lost.
Yeah, to Chris Statlander, and that was
shocking,
surprising as fuck. Those are the kinds of finishes that you need to really pop an audience. They did a great job of that, and she's fucking earned it. She's been overdue for a shot or a run with the title.
Oh yeah, coming back from 2 torn ACLs, doing whatever she was asked for. She did the alien gimmick for a while, and then she got serious, and then there was a little bit of the heel turn that didn't work, and then she's been doing the stuff with what's trying to think off the top of my head. What's her name? Harley Cameron. She's been doing stuff with Harley Cameron, a little bit more of the comedic stuff. And now she has finally earned her shot to, win the big title, be the champion. And that's good for her. She's earned it. I think I've been on this show multiple times saying she's one of the most underrated wrestlers in wrestling, period. So very
1,000%. End of this, or about the end of this promo segment, is Cody saying, okay, in the 3 one-on-one matches that we've had together, how many of those have you won? So okay, there's the thread of a story that they want us to buy into, is the fact that Seth Rollins in that program has not beaten Cody, because they had that 2022 program when he comes back, and then the Hell in a Cell with Thorn Pack. But it's
again, they're going to try to tell a story, and that's fine. I'm just not as interested, man. I'm just not. I don't know if it's Cody just being the uber baby face, or Seth, feuding with everybody, but I'm just not kind of clamoring for this match.
Yeah, I mean, I think that Cody and Seth have great chemistry in the ring. I think the match itself is going to be good. I do think that. It's just the build is going to be meh. And they know that. Yeah. And it's like, this is an October 11th show, which means that we've only got about 3 weeks to build the fucking thing already as it is.
One thing I saw on SmackDown, sorry to change gears totally, but
no, that's all right.
Another tease with the Street Profits.
I did really like that. I think at this point, it's just time.
I need it to happen.
If we're going to do it, if we're going to tease it, let's pull the trigger on it. There's no reason to. Yeah.
It has to happen. Like, it's time.
Yeah.
I love Dawkins, but man, Ford is that dude's a star. What are we doing? What are we waiting on? And
Fernando says he wants to see Becky and Brandy get involved in the crown jewel build as well.
That's fine. I don't know if Brandy will show up, but
if she does, I hope she uses that iconic line that she used against Jade. Who the hell told you tonight was open mic night, bitch?
Yeah. Well, I think Becky would eat her lunch. So.
I mean, yeah, probably, but that's not the point. I just want to hear the line.
Yeah. Yeah. Well. Man, is that segment still going on?
No, it's Usos right now. Pierce or Jimmy's gonna talk to Pierce to get a rematch. And it sounds like Jay might be taking on LA Knight tonight.
Okay. Just put the Usos back together and just do it. Come on.
I mean, they pretty much are at this point. They had the together entrance. They've got new merch. Like, they're back together. Fact checker says, for me, the issue is starting to become that these events, like Crown Jewel, are booked on the calendar annually, and because it's a scripted show, there's enough time to create actual stories. And you're absolutely right. There are. The problem is, and I think, especially for the case of WrestlePalooza, is this wasn't on the calendar until what? SummerSlam?
No,
July or August, maybe.
I think this is on the. They put this on the calendar late August, right?
That'll be a Wikipedia question or a fact checker if he can look that up for us hot quick. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's hard to buy into a show when they think they can just throw it out there for the sake of throwing it out there, and it benefited them.
Guess what?
What?
Wasn't it sold out?
It did sell out.
There you go.
But that's after ticket prices drastically went down from what they were when they initially went on sale.
Did it sell out?
It sold out. I'm just
There
saying that also needs to be considered as well, is that, Mark, whatever the fuck his fucking name is, the CFO of TKO, is saying we haven't even scratched the surface of rising ticket prices. And it's like, okay, you're just going to drop them close to the show anyway. Fuck out of here with that shit.
Well, that's good for us then.
I still don't understand why Grayson Waller's in the New Day.
Yeah, I don't. I still don't understand the New Day.
Yeah. And per the fact checker, WrestlePalooza was announced on August 20th.
Late August, that's what I thought.
So basically, we're going to do this pay-per-view in 30 days.
Yeah, because I remember we were both like, okay. And then they got what? And then you said Crown Jewels in 3 weeks?
Yep. 20 days.
That's a lot of wrestling.
And of course, we're seeing as they go to commercial break, Crown Jewel logo, and then right to the ESPN logo. Yeah.
Hey. They made their bed.
Something else.
They got to sleep in it.
Something else that needs to be discussed, and I think this annoys the fuck out of me as well, is because when we look at, they're asking people to pay $30 a month for the new ESPN app to enjoy PLEs. Why the fuck am I paying for each month as if I'm paying for a pay-per-view? Why am I getting commercials for it? Same thing with Netflix. I pay for that premium tier because I want ad-free streaming across anything that I'm watching on Netflix. And yet for WWE, I'm still getting commercials.
Yeah, no, I'm not paying for that. That's plain and simple. I'm not paying for it. I'm not paying for the premium stuff. Like Netflix, I'm keeping my same Netflix subscription. That's fine. I'll watch commercials. Like you're not gonna get me because like you just said, you paid for premium. You still getting commercials?
To be fair, I was paying for this tier of Netflix long before they even announced that there was a partnership in place. That's my thing. Is it's like, yeah, I've already been paying for everything else that I get is ad free on Netflix except for this one show.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. But yeah, I'm not. I mean, shit. I still don't have the ESPN app. I found a way to watch WrestlePalooza, but
yeah, thankfully, that's another thing that I thought was super fucking annoying is, they're trying to get everybody to pay for this app. If you look at the how-to website that they were directing everybody to, if you have a cable subscription, generally you can just sign in with your cable subscription and watch it. I signed in with my Spectrum and did not have to pay for WrestlePalooza. So that's great. I do appreciate that. But it's like, come on, quit playing on our fucking faces.
That's what they're going to do, man. Money, 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 money. Well, are you just chapped because Carson Wentz tore that ass up?
That's not the point in a little bit, but that's going to do it for us tonight. Podcast Dev, we got to watch the first half hour of Monday Night Raw. Yeah. Overall, meh.
WWE right now is meh.
Yeah.
Let's just say it. WWE right now is meh.
Yeah. This is what happens when you go corporate.
Yeah, I know. Big time corporate now. Yay. Yeah.
Anyway, that is going to do it for us tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. As always, find us on X and TikTok at Junkies Pod. You can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram at Wrestling Junkies Pod, but subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're on the road to 1,000. We have 523 subscribers. We need your help to get to 1,000. Tell your friends, tell your mom, sneaky links, bartenders, therapists, backshop buddies, you name it.
Jesus.
I think that, what?
I'm going to go tell my Chipotle person, waiter, barista, connoisseur.
Double chicken or chicken and steak. That's what you usually get.
I do chicken and steak. I know double chicken.
Respect. I like it. Follow the Main Event Wrestling Network at mainevent_net. We'll be back tomorrow to break down the rest of Raw, preview a little bit of NXT. Podcast Dad, thank you for joining me tonight. I know that things are a little bit crazy with the family schedule, but
Yes.
it was great to have your presence as well. And thank you to everybody that watched tonight. This week we will also be
Mr. Cincinnati.
Yes.
Once I have my camera, I got a surprise for you tomorrow.
Oh boy.
Just get ready.
Okay. I don't know if I like that. But don't forget, September 26th, 3 Stages of Hell, Bryce Cannon versus Dax Anthony. First Blood tables match, All or Nothing Texas Death Match. We will be breaking down that card on Coastal Countdown later this week as well. So be on the lookout for that. And thank you so much for joining us tonight. To everybody in the chat, to everybody watching, we greatly appreciate you. For the podcast, Dad, I'm Mr. Cincinnati. This has been the Wrestling Junkies podcast. And until tomorrow, enjoy those graps.